Hi everyone, it's Wednesday. It's time for News 2 Gives Back, and I'm News 2 meteorologist Marcus Bagwell. News 2 Gives Back is brought to you by Nashville Subaru in partnership with Goldstone Financial Group. Well, we have made a quick road trip right outside of Nashville, and we are in Cheatham County, and we are in Ashland City, and we're wanting to take time to recognize the Cheatham County Emergency Medical Services. You know, EMS, fire crews, police, they all do wonderful work, and they are there for you when you have to make that critical call in a moment's notice. And we're specifically here in Cheatham County because we're wanting to take time to recognize them for a busy last couple of months that they have had. They've had some heat-related illnesses that have led to some unfortunate deaths that have happened, and then also recently back in September they did have a plane crash here that took a life of a person that happened in the latter part of September. So we're just wanting to recognize their EMS crew. They cover a lot of real estate here inside of Cheatham County, and we just want to recognize all the work that they are doing. I'm here with EMS Director BJ Hudspeth. BJ, thank you so much for your time. Tell us about, first of all, just the crew that you have here and the amount of work and time that they put in to serve the county.
Well, we have 38 full-time advanced EMTs and paramedics, critical care paramedics that staff the trucks 24/7, 365. They work hard, they train hard, they're loyal, they're devoted to the profession, and I couldn't ask for a better group of individuals here serving Cheatham County.
That is wonderful. Tell us also about the process in which they go through each and every day. They go through each call after call, and you have to be prepared for the next one. So some of these events that have happened in the past, they're important. People are affected by that, but then you got to be ready for the next call.
So every call in itself is unique. They're all, you can just about expect the unexpected. Just, you know, it's so different every time that the tones drop and you leave to go serve the public. It's never the same call. So these folks, they're highly trained, they're great clinicians, and they train their minds to, I guess, negotiate every situation and treat it accordingly, and they just do a fantastic job with that.
Your area here in Cheatham County is lovely. As we traveled up to the EMS station here, beautiful, beautiful drive. You come off Ashland City Highway and work your way up. That means also people are wanting to flock to an area like this where it's a little bit quieter, away from the big city of Nashville. Tell us about the growth that you all have seen here, what that means for your call volume, and where your EMS stations are and how they're positioned throughout the county.
So we've had a steady increase in growth every year. The call volume constantly is increasing annually as well. We have 3 EMS stations. We have one in Ashland City that houses 2 ambulances. We have one in Pleasant View that is stationed with Pleasant View Volunteer Fire Department, and then we have one station in Kingston Springs that houses 2 ambulances. So we run 5 every day, and it's the call volume here. It can be trying at times just due to lack of resources. You know, it's nothing for all 5 ambulances to be gone on calls at one time, and we have to rely on the neighboring counties to backfill the emergencies in Cheatham County. So, but we do the best with what we've got, and you know, we're looking to grow the services in Cheatham County, hopefully next budget year, and then again when there's another rural fire station built in the East Cheatham area. So it's getting better, and we got great support from our county leaders and county mayor, and it's just, we love it here. The old saying goes, all roads lead to Cheatham County.
That is true. One thing I wanted to ask you about the interstate. I mean, you all have I-40 that goes through Kingston Springs, southern part of the county, and then you on the northern side, you have Interstate 24. Does that make it really difficult to get to those 2 areas, especially from a central location like Ashland City?
At times it can be. If like the Pleasant View ambulance covers the stretch of I-24 in the Pleasant View and Joelton area, and then of course Kingston Springs. Making the trip to Pleasant View is not so much as bad as if you had to make the trip from Ashland City to Kingston Springs. There's no short way to get there, and you're looking 25 to 30 minutes to where you can be in I-24 from Ashland City in about 10 minutes. Just depends the time of day and what kind of problem you're going to. Depends on what route you take.
Okay. And are there things that you want the Cheatham County residents to know about what type of information they need to give call takers when they are sending you all out on this call, or anything specific as far as their safety or things from EMS?
So when you call 911, you're going to be asked a series of questions. I always try to reiterate to the public is don't get irritated because they're asking you questions that they need to know to relate to the responders, which sometimes in the time of need, a few seconds is going to feel like 2 hours. So just be patient and just be as informational with your whatever's going on as you can with the dispatcher. It's pertinent that the responders gets that information.
Okay, I'm about to go down here and talk with Dave Knudsen. Tell me about him. He is a character we've talked about off camera, but he brings energy and a great calming sense, it feels like, when he goes to the scene.
He does. He's a very experienced paramedic. He has been around a long time. Dave has recently come back to Cheatham County to work within the last 90 to 120 days, and he does. It didn't take him long to fit in, and everybody loves him, and he's a wild cat. You got to pay attention. You got to watch out for him. But you can see they're all supporting the Loud and Proud, the pink breast cancer awareness shirts, and I think you're gonna feel his energy when you speak to him.
Okay, well, let's do it right now. Dave, you bring a lot of energy, and I love it. I love to see it. It was great to meet you here just a couple of moments ago. Tell us what it means to serve this county and to serve on the ambulance.
Yes, sir. Just to get up in the morning, put the uniform on, and come in and be with your brothers and sisters, and be ready for that call, go from 0 to 60, and going out to the ones that are in need. It's rewarding in itself, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So.
What's a day in the life like for you? What time do you start? What's a normal day? What do you do when you first get here?
Yes, sir. So we come in at 7 in the morning and work 24 hours. A normal day is come in, you check off your truck, you wash it, make sure your ambulance is prepared for anything that's unexpected that's going to come your way. Just have camaraderie with your coworkers and provide the best care you can out there to the folks in the community. And like I said, this recognition is not just for us, it's for all EMS community personnel and the first responders.
Sure, absolutely. Well, we thank you all so much for all of your service. Thank you all for your work each and every day, and very thankful also for the first responders too. We're excited to bring them lunch today. For every call that they have, somebody is there needing help, and they are ready to answer that call for you here at any time in Cheatham County. We brought them lunch, all provided by Nashville Subaru in partnership with Goldstone Financial Group. Thanks for watching this edition of News 2 Gives Back, and I'm meteorologist Marcus Bagwell.